to start this drive.
Cam, what up, Cam? Oh, I'm on a 3-yard line. Not bad. Man. How you feeling?
First and 10. Right to the air. It's Hurts. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Hurts will work here from the pistol.
Man, I did not see
on
him.
the second play of the game. Picked off by Dax Hill.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback
I didn't
like
see
that
him in the middle.
interception,
I'm thinking that's the
human
logo.
instinct says, Mike, we need to get
In the
away
middle
from our
of the
game
field.
plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge
doing
that play
6-1,
and still
4-3,
connect
6-1.
downfield on some of these
I
passes.
want
All proven
have
though,
a
Mike.
four-man
They've
rush.
got to identify
So I'm
what
gonna
went wrong. Let's
just
correct
go
it
through
so we're able to move forward.
the growing pains of it. Might give up a lot of points, but
11 mighty. 11 mighty. Here we go. 11.
Burrow gonna open by putting it up. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Keely Ringo.
let's go. That's why I like Keely Ringo in the back there. Keely Ringo, 94 speed, I
And
believe.
he's gonna bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Philadelphia. And the defense comes up with the first points of this one. It is a pick 6 to make it a
He reacted to
6-0
that
lead.
quick. That's why I
And
like.
Mike, we talked all week which offense was going to be able
I used to run a lot of
strike
quarters,
first and play
but
with the
then
lead.
match
Well, the
coverage got
defense,
messed up
they
for
had
like
other
Madden
plans. They're able to
24.
put the first points on the
Match
board
defense
by
is horrible. So I haven't
capitalizing
really
with
played
that pick
quarters.
6.
Really. But I think I'm gonna play a lot more, so I won't give up like a lot of
7-0 is our
scenes.
score as this kick is sent into the air.
Just keep everything in front of me and try to switch stick to make
And
plays.
no chance to
my
return
plan,
this
my
one.
game plan.
Through the end zone for a touchback.
Empty. Here we go. 11. Stop.
Burrow now to throw on first down. Gonna get that complete to Jamar Chase.
He's there,
And
why?
they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
11 mighty.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
11. Stop.
To throw is Burrow.
Good
To
throw.
the left side. Caught by Chase. It's a pickup of 12. It's a Cincinnati first down.
12. Gun. Stop. 12. Stop.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
11 MT.
Burrow here on second down. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. So backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long.
11 MT. Stop.
Now Burrow.
Come on, Slay.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
11. Here we go. mighty. 11 mighty. Dot.
Play action now. It's Burrow.
Putting that pressure right
And
there.
that is incomplete. The defense
Yeah, that's kind of
very
what you can
happy
do
to
in
see that
6-1,
play
man.
call.
You can, like,
The decision to go for it on 4th and long will end up in a turnover
bring
on
some
down.
pressure without changing your look.
From the 25,
Without giving
they'll
it,
go to work.
giving it away.
1st and
That's
10.
just going to bring compression.
First carry for Saquon Barkley. Room to
He's
run
going.
at the 40.
Saquon going.
Saquon
Saquon
Barkley.
going.
And
Saquon. Wyatt, what's going on, Wyatt?
75
Yes, sir.
yards.
Yes, sir. I'm going to watch it. I'm going to have to watch it
Philadelphia.
later on.
Well, that's a
If
way
I
to
get
start
off
a
soon.
drive. He takes it
Probably at
all the
work
way to the
sometime.
house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the
How your
right
day
answer
going,
for the
Wyatt?
touchdown.
And Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with a run play is to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
You like the Ravens throwback jerseys?
This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
11 Thomas. 11 Thomas. 11. Dot.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. Backs to his big tight end,
You
Gesicki.
keep throwing that all you want.
And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the 4th quarter. Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
2nd down, Burrow. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
11. What's this say? 11. Dot.
Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. That's going to be incomplete, and it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
11 mighty. Dot.
Burrow to throw for it on 4th down. That's into the hands of
Slade.
Gesicki. He's got it. And he's going to have the Bengals
Gotta be
1st
there.
down. That'll be a gain of 15 on 4th down.
Thomas. Here we go. Dot.
To throw is Burrow.
Yes, sir.
It's going to be intercepted.
Yes, sir.
Inside the 20.
I don't get those. I don't remember the last time I got one of those.
Elliott on now
Why he
for the
said he was
PAT.
playing his friend in Madden. Hold on. And he kept on stiff arming people.
It's up
Henry,
and
Henry a
And the
beast.
Eagles will stake themselves to a
Yeah, the Ravens,
21
man.
to nothing lead.
They tough on the game with Lamar. I knew when Derrick Henry
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick
signed
this
with the
one
Ravens,
away.
I knew that it was going to be trouble stopping them on Madden. I
This
already
one
know
will be
before
taken
Madden
in
even
the
came
end
out.
zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up here 1st and 10.
Gun. Dot. 12.
Here's Burrow. He's got Gesicki. open down the field. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield.
11 empty. 11 empty. Here we go. Here we go.
On first down, Burrow. Passing right side and
We there. We just a little late.
11.
A first down throw for Burrow.
See, we there.
And for the third time in this first half,
He
he's
there.
been intercepted.
Just gotta read
Picked
it.
off by Nakobe Dean.
And
When
just
you
make
find
them.
yourself
Just read
in
it
this
and switch
situation,
stick and
Mike, you're on defense,
try to get them to
you're
make a mistake.
defending your own goal line. You got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
I'm not sure what level I'm on, but I don't really be checking it like that.
On first and 10, it's Hurts. Escaping the danger, throwing and
He just basically
completing.
want to just keep doing like
They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
This is a
He just
tale
wanna
as
keep doing the
old
wishing
as
song.
time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble
blitz, the
or
low
interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that
Come on,
momentum.
Smitty.
We just saw a great
I need
example
that
of it
block.
here.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard
Go
out
to
of
the-
that one.
go to the
It's
two-man
second
line.
down.
Ewing, what up, Ewing?
2
How you
minutes to
feeling?
go here till halftime.
How your day going?
We'll come back to Cincinnati in a moment. Here's second and
Oh
9.
yeah, jet sweeps is dangerous.
Once again, it's Barkley. He'll get this ahead for about 3. Von Bell, the veteran safety, is there on the play.
Yeah, these guys, man.
Here comes third.
They depend
and
on
6.
these ebooks coming out, doing these blitzes and stuff.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That's complete. Tight end Goddard.
Just gotta
First
take
time
your
these
time.
two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He's got it at the 7. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time.
You can't drop
It'll
that,
lead to a
AJ.
second down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. It's a gain of 12 there. Good for an Eagles first down.
And what
See,
really
that-
stands out
that's
about
all
this
they know,
drive
man,
is
is
the
the
ability of the
blitz.
quarterback to really
I just would
spread
go
the
to the
ball
flat
around
all day.
to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for. Because
That's
no
what
matter
they
who
depend
try to
on.
take away,
They don't know
quarterback's
nothing
doing a
about
nice
no
job of
defense.
finding the open man.
That's all they
Up
depend
until
on
that
is that blitz.
incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down
You
manageable
just
and take
take
your
your time,
chances
man.
picking up a key third down?
And some
First
people
catch
are
for
better
him on
with
the
it. Like, he's not good
afternoon, and it
at
results
this
in a
blitz.
first down.
He's not good
Man,
at
they're
it. Some
just
of
running
these
this
dudes, man,
2-minute
they
drill to
so
complete
good with switch
perfection
sticking,
is such a
man.
point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away steal.
And he will fight his way to the end zone. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown.
And some of these guys
Eagles.
that doing that blitz, they good at it because they can
Second
switch stick and
touchdown of
like
this
they
first half.
anticipate real good. So it's like it'd be tough. Even though stuff be open, they just try to get you to make mistakes. But this guy's not. Like, he's just
Still a
doing
little
it.
time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
On one, right?
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
11 MT, 11 MT. 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11. 11 mighty, 11 mighty.
Burrow to throw.
Good
And he
hit.
can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. Then you say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase first downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
Good slot. I went for the slot right there.
It's incomplete. All over him down the field.
Good coverage,
It'll
too.
set up third down.
I think at some point for this quarterback,
Yeah,
he
it
has
can.
to
It's
start
a blowout
looking
right
some
here.
other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction. Not exactly the type of drive to write home about, Mike. 3 passes, 3 incompletions, no yards gained. And I really can't blame any of these fans who have continued to voice their frustration, especially after that last series of play calls.
11, 11, 11.
Burrow throwing on fourth down. And that is not going to work. Incomplete.
Easy.
Motor City.
We back.
The kicker, Jake Bates, has this one on the tee. He'll run up and send this one away here at Ford Field. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Hopefully,
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Hurts. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Here's Hurts to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. A first down carry for Barkley. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Second down.
Come on, my ladder. Why did you double team instead of going to get the block?
Nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Hurts sets up to throw it. Looking for Campbell downfield.
He caught that. He got picked artist, I guarantee you. I could just tell by how he picked that off.
And the Lions are going to get possession here as they force the opening.
I guarantee you he probably got picked artist.
They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right
AJ
away.
Brown
What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go. Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out.
I played
so well
this guy yesterday, so he kind of familiar with.
But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time.
Like what I'm doing. Like I think it was 14-0 and he quit. A lot of times when guys like pause the game, like they try to like look and see. Look it up on YouTube to see.
I mean, we won't try it again later.
Goff in this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10. Right at the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Eluding the pressure right.
Man, if you don't look at Jared Goff, man.
Across the 30-yard line. They'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something.
Yeah, Goff would never run away from Jalen Carter.
Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
The Cubs lost yesterday. Long season.
Here's 2nd and 7. Now Goff. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun on 3rd down, Goff.
Look at that. Look, bro. That's just not right, EA. Y'all let him catch it, man. Come on, man.
Just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That one caught along the sideline. Did he stay in? Yes, he did. But hang on here. A penalty marker is on the field. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
In the red zone. Let's see if we can
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. They'll roll him out right.
I didn't like that.
He just
Still
throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Barkley, inside handoff. And he'll get this one down to about
it's
the 10-yard
hard to score in
line.
the red zone.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing his Hurts.
Take the 3.
And he's going to be taken down.
It's just,
back around the 18-yard
it's so like
line.
congested in the red zone. It's hard to pass in the red zone. That's why a lot of people get in the red zone and they do like glitch plays. I would never resort to do like a glitch play. Like the most I'll do is like a jet sweep, something like that. But like these dudes will run that RPO square flat plays in the red zone just to score.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to
I ain't gonna resort to that. It ain't that deep.
Well, they're looking for that
If I can't score, I can't score.
It says touchdowns instead of field goals, but they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. Flushed out right.
Y'all see this?
He's out of bounds just before the
It's Jared Goff now,
midfield
3
stripe at the
rushes, 22
49.
yards.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Got my contains on.
Goff now looks to throw.
Then when you try to, then when you do get pressure, they don't let you tackle.
As he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. That's complete to the Porter.
See, like this guy, when he get in the red zone, he's going to run this glitchy play
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards.
because it means something to him to win these games. It means something. That's what they do.
A man who was the Georgia State High School Player of the Year in 2020. Here's Jahmyr Gibbs. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Goff. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with
probably had a
another
touchdown
stop.
right
And let's
there.
face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
Out of the gun, Goff.
Come on, you're right there. Yo, he threw it into a quarter.
And he has another 1st down as he'll get the ball
He
down
threw
to
it
the
into a
34-yard
quarter,
line.
and my
A
DB
solid
stood
gain
there.
of 15 yards and the sticks move.
He's supposed to come
Second
down,
quarter,
man.
2 minutes remain, 3-0
EA got to take
outscored.
away the hesitation, man. They're like freezing
From the
players up,
34
man.
now, here's 1st and 10. Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss.
You can't throw into no quarter like that. You shouldn't be able to.
How this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Goff now looking to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Nice play. He quick hacked me. I wasn't done my adjustments.
Dropped at the 1.
Quick,
they're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Montgomery diving for the end zone, and he'll get there.
There's one play.
So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this.
All right, 59
Power
seconds,
football,
one time.
Hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
He got Williams, so like anybody that like 97 speed, 98 speed or whatever, like you gotta be careful.
And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. That's to the sideline.
I know how to beat quarters, man.
He tried to get both inbounds.
Wide open, EA just gave me a bad pass.
Dance parlance could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the 1st half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
He's going to blitz that one.
Incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Escaping the pressure right. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Again, he'll drop to throw.
No.
Oh, his early struggles.
No.
Intercepted.
I'll take that. Damn, Ricky, what up, Ricky? 00, what's going on?
Action in this 1st half.
Who?
That's it for the 1st half.
Oh, this guy right here. Yeah, we played yesterday.
After the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
It was I think 14-0, and he quit. So this is our second game. So he kind of like prepared for the pistols that I was running on him. I might go back to it though. I might go back to that. Well, like Williams is like
the Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense
Williams or like Tyreek Hill or Waddle or those fast players, man, just ruins my whole defense.
There, it'll be second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock?
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the throw left sideline here is caught.
So he got a cloud over there. He got him in a cloud over there.
His feet in.
So I ain't going to be able to go over there.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively.
I think he got a cloud. That's how it looked like he was playing like a cloud.
Forcing them to settle for at least 3 points. I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Back to throw here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Eagles are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a first and goal.
This will be caught once again by Brown. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown.
Good play call. I normally don't run RPOs, man. That's why, like, normally when I call it, it's in certain situations if I see something.
It's now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now Goff.
Come on, man, with Jared Goff running.
37, gain of 9. Here's 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap for Goff. Being chased out left.
Yeah.
And Goff picks up the first down and then wisely slides to the ground to avoid the contact. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they've wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the first down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run.
T-Mac, what's going on with you? Jared Goff, man, is just running on, scrambling on me.
We'll return with more after
How you feeling,
this.
T-Mac?
This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
I played this guy like in Madden 24 too. Like twice. I beat him twice, and I beat him.
Here's Goff. Flush to his right.
Thank you.
And he can't get rid of
Jared
it.
Goff can't keep running like that,
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Here's Goff. Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. To throw is Goff. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They were trying to erase that deficit in one play.
They certainly were, but how about the reaction time and the instincts back deep to force the incompletion? We might need to mark this one down. We may look back and say, that was a game-saving play.
A little short taken in by Laporta. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the fourth down?
Demetrius, what up, Demetrius? How you feeling?
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now it's gone.
Don't throw him up.
Get a throw away. He's taken down. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. Another big play in a game that's had plenty of them. 4th and 2. Goff now to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
I thought he ran across the line of scrimmage.
And he is out of bounds inside.
I got to stop letting Jared Goff run around,
keep the game
man.
alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Counter play. Here's Gibbs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Goff. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to them. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
Hold on. Hey, Shell.
Now Goff.
How you just throw it away in the pocket?
Incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Here's 1st and 10. Hurts. Pass complete. Goddard.
Don't hit that, man. Come on, EA. Don't knock me all the way back.
Sideline here, but that a minimal gain at best. 3 yards, possibly 4.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Here's Hurts to throw. And that's complete to Brown. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here first down. Hurts sets up to throw it. This one complete down the field to Goddard. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Well, this can happen when you get man coverage on
I'm
a tight
iced.
end.
I don't know how to
This is a
make
nice
ice
route.
kicks
He's just
like
going to run
that.
a corner to the left side and find some open space. That's asking a lot to make a linebacker run with him. And this ball's on the money as they pick up a first down.
I don't know how to make ice kicks. Yeah, I don't know how to make ice kicks, man.
He missed it just
Because it looked like it's in the middle. Like I had it in the middle, but it just still goes to the left.
Remains tied here in the fourth.
Boy, that's a big
I don't know how to make ice
there.
kicks.
You work yourself in position to win the game, but the kick winds up no good. And now you've got to regroup as a team, get the energy back up, and get ready for overtime. And make sure you pump him up, too. He may be needed to try and win it again later.
Super one. Tiger, Tiger.
Goff now to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Got to go to the right.
Incomplete pass there is probably the best scenario going because if he catches the football, clock's probably going to run out in that situation.
To the right.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
76, tell him. 76.
Back to throw, Goff. And this is going to be intercepted. Keely Ringo picks
No.
and he will be taken down, and that means we are
See,
headed to
when I
overtime.
caught it, they made me go back like that. That messed me up right there. My momentum. If I could have caught that and ran downhill with that pick, I would have ran it back. Maurice, what's going on, man? How you been?
After this timeout.
I've been running 4-3-6-1. That's what I've been running.
So it's the Eagles who will get the first chance to go down and find a winner as they'll get it here, and we are back underway. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
Yeah, man, I missed the field goal with like 6 seconds left, man. It was ice, and I really don't know how to make ice kicks.
Set to begin their next drive.
It's all good.
They have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Forced out to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
Now a first throw here in overtime. That is caught.
See, I possession catch, but EA don't let you get down.
First down yardage.
Sometimes EA don't let you get
They
down.
get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Yeah,
going to be incomplete. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they
I already sold missing that kick.
Defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face. Good coverage of not just the wide receiver.
No.
The running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still.
Come on, offensive line, don't let me down now.
That's definitely the first instinct because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here.
Oh, my goodness, what a throw, Hurts.
But if you feel really good about your trigger guy,
what a pressure throw by Hurts, man.
His hands and let him work his magic. Well, let's begin by trying
what
to
a
get into the
throw
mind
under pressure,
of the head
man.
coach.
Stood in there.
He's telling us he wants to win the game right now. That's why they went for it and got it on 4th down.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And some oohs and ahs from the crowd as he jukes his way forward for a couple of yards. From the 33, here's 2nd down and 8. They'll go to Barkley again.
He didn't hit me. He didn't even touch me.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
63.
Throwing is Hurts. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the
AJ be coming up so clutch for me.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
Up the middle with Barkley. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They go play action with Hurts.
No.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Alex
How did he come off the edge like that on Lane Johnson?
Drops him for a loss of 12 from that outside.
Come on, Lane Johnson getting pushed back by EA. Got to fix that, bro. Just because somebody blitzing, that don't mean they got to push your lineman back and shed like that. EA got to fix that.
So after that sack,
his outside linebacker just pushed Lane Johnson like back.
Now back to throw.
No! He dropped that. That was a dot.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time
he dropped that.
Slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Wow.
And he got it. The kick is good. And they have won it here in double overtime. So they do get the short field goal here to get them the all-important overtime lead. But, Charles, you wonder if they'll wind up ruining the fact that they were able to get down into the red zone, yet not able to find the touchdown that would have won them the game.
That
Brandon,
sack,
absolutely right.
that sack Lane Johnson gave up messed me up.
The hope is your opponents never see the football. But now they're going to get a drive to try and win it, or at least keep the game alive with a field goal. And I'm getting a dictionary out to look up ruin.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime, or obviously, Charles, a touchdown to win it.
Yeah, I'm taking the defense.
He about to start running stretch.
Because now they know with a 3-point lead, they can afford to give that up because you just keep playing, right? Overtime gets extended. But if you give up the touchdown, it's game over.
So on offense, every play you make, you've got to try and get just a little bit more out of each one in order to try and get to the end zone.
He's about to start running stretches. You really can't do nothing but stretch. Like
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down. So a little chunk there.
I feel like Gibbs gonna break one on me.
Down 3 in overtime.
I like
with
your
this
description.
stretch.
Chip away, down 3. You don't have to get it all in one big play, although obviously that would be nice. But there's no need to have that type of risk associated with it. Run your offense, get first downs, get yourself in a position where you know you're going to at least get 3 and keep this game going. If you get 6, so much the better. Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Here's 3rd and 9. Now Goff with his first throw in OT. Oh, short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Overtime with 2 minutes to play. We are in sudden death, but still all tied up. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. From the gun, here's Goff. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Goff.
that's the pick.
But it's incomplete. They sort of got a new lease.
That was game right there. That was
I
game.
can hear it. I can hear it. I can hear it. My defensive backs coach at Tennessee, a lost opportunity is never regained. Used to drive him crazy when I dropped those potential interceptions, as that one was there.
Now Goff.
GG's.
And this is caught inside the 5.
It always happens like that, bro. When EA cheats you and you drop a pick, they just get a touchdown. GG's, man.
Finish. They needed at least a field goal to keep the game alive. They do one better. They get it in the end zone and end it.
And I don't know about you.
Good throw by him, man. But come on, man. If I would have threw that, it would have been a pick. It would have for sure been a pick if I would have threw that pass he threw. Yeah, EA wasn't on my side that whole game, man. But I blame myself, man, because I missed that that field goal. So in the end, it's my fault. I got to get better with ice kicks. But the thing is, you can't really practice them. Like, you can't go in practice mode and practice iced kicks. You know what I mean? You just got to, it's like what 00 said, you got to put it a little bit to the right. All right, I got to remember that. I lost a lot of games because of that.
From the capital of Tennessee and of country music, for any of you fans out there, welcome to Nashville. We're at Nissan Stadium.
Anybody that pick teams like Tennessee and stuff like that, they always come out with some weird scheme. Something weird. I was on like a little 5-game win streak. Snapped my 5-game win streak.
To kick off, here's Ryan Stonehouse. And away we go from Nashville. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
Yeah, Ewing, man, that was a tough loss, man. Like, it's like I got the pick animation and everything. He just dropped it. I guess because it's Josh Sweat. EA just made me drop that pick, man. I knew he was gonna go corner route, so I put my player in the seam flat. Great adjustment.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. He breaks the tackle, and he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
From the pistol, Hurts.
Okay.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to
Definitely
deliver
had
the
him.
throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Massive hit! The ball is out. It's picked up by the Titans.
Oh my gosh, man! You gonna hit his thing, Barkley, like that?
Turnover. Man, this is a tough ask of your defense. So
You gonna hit
early
stick
in a
Saquon
game,
like
Brock,
that?
sending them out on short notice and a short field after you fumble it away.
But these are the critical moments defensively you got to live for, right? This is called sudden change. They practice this, and it's your time to put out this fire.
Levis gonna throw on the first play. That's brought in by Calvin Ridley.
Man,
It's a
I
13-yard
hate when
play, and that's
that
another
happened the
first.
last game and I get the ball
I love throwing
first.
on first down. And when you see a first down pass
EA
just
just do me
like that,
dirty like
it's
that.
taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
They're set up at the 35 now. Levis now on first down. That's going to be caught. Tony
Yeah.
Pollard. And 2 yards
He
is all he's
caught
going to
that.
get before he's caught. N'Kobe Dean in on the tackle.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion.
He's just going to catch everything,
premium
EA.
in this league.
And
The
another
Titans.
small 4-yard chunk
He's
there.
just going to catch
Darius
every
Slay with the stop.
catch. No knockout or nothing.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
That sure ended up being worst case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
And it's going to be incomplete.
man.
Couldn't connect to extend the drive. And a surprising 4th down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. They get an even 10
I got to
on
put
that
myself
play.
on conservative.
And that's good for an Eagles first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Buys time, rolling right. That's caught by A.J. Brown. And he gets it across midfield and into Titans territory. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts.
EA.
This time they're
Come
gonna
on
get
with
there
that
and they
goofy
drop
zig
it.
route. Got it. I know he
Pushes
did.
him back.
He doing the
3rd
damn
down coming up.
loop blitz, man. It's so damn
Through one
annoying.
quarter, neither side breaking through on the scoreboard. Couple of zeros on the board right now. More from Nissan Stadium.
Defense is
coming
horrible,
up
man.
after the
Nothing
break.
beat like it's horrible. EA just let dudes just run that like all game.
Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They'll need something big here to start out. It's 3rd and long. Hurts now from the gun. Taken in by Smith. And he has it down to the 30 before going out. Well, 3rd and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Barkley trying this up the gut. And he pushed deep in enemy territory with that, down inside the 25. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. From the 24. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. It's a design boot.
That pass
Even on
rush is
3rd
good,
down,
man.
he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. Jake Elliott out to put up 3 for the Eagles. Ball on the left hash for this 41-yarder. The kick by Hopkins is good. And that will get them on the board.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
I'm going to have to just take my plays in chunks, like 4 yards here, 3 yards here, 5 yards there, because
First and 10 now from the 30.
49, Mike 49. Diamond.
From the gun, Levis. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
To throw again on 2nd down, Levis. He finds Tigakonkwo for the grab. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
3rd and short yardage, Levis.
bro.
And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
Will Levis is making that throw.
And the Titans will have a 1st down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
God, yeah. What's wrong with y'all, man?
Levis here on 1st down. He puts some power on a deep one left. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off.
He's trying to run. He's trying to run double post. He keeps trying to run double post.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. He cuts it back right. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
So the big play gets him just beyond midfield. It's 1st down. Here's another carry for Barkley. He's contained at the line for no gain. Amani Hooker with the tackle. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
2nd and 10 now. He's throwing deep to the left side. He's got it deep downfield. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove.
Gotta try to
take my shots together.
Like every few plays or every
Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
Run the ball. Because he wanna do the loop blitz.
And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
22 window.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Levis from the shotgun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he reaches the 35 before going out. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Levis.
No, why would you stop?
That's cut.
Bro, he went for the pick and stopped running when he threw the ball. EA just, now like when people say EA be moving players around, that's what they're talking about right there. Y'all saw that.
They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Levis throwing again. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Eagles make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover.
Y'all owed
in
me
the
that
final
from the
moments
last
of the
one.
half. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
First and 10, here's Hurts. Escapes the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when he saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down.
He did exactly what he was supposed
Just
to do.
can't get no
Felt
time,
the
man.
Pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Hurts trying again on 2nd down.
That loop is just coming in
too
there.
good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing.
See, these glitch
once he senses
defense,
pressure, he's
he's
getting rid of
saving
the ball.
dudes, man.
It takes a player who can close quickly to
just run
get
the
to him
ball.
before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
Damn, I went to juke. We won't punt it.
Now on 4th down, on comes Braden Mann to boot this away for the Birds. And this one is crushed. Wow, beautiful punt here. That is going to go for 60-plus.
Man, I hate that they always
we'll
got
break
these
as our
blitzes
teams
in the
make their
game, bro.
adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit.
Like, I feel like, man,
I'm
if
Kate
you
Scott,
if
joined
you
by
have,
Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the
I feel like
beginning
if
of
you
our
have
second
like
half.
enough people blocking, they should block. Like, you shouldn't have to slide to the left,
Elliott's
slide,
all set for
and
the
do all
kickoff.
that to try to block these blitzes that they keep coming up with.
And we'll have to wait at least a
Like,
few
if I'm
moments
blocking
longer for an
6 and he's
exciting start
rushing
to this
3,
second
like,
half.
how does
We've got a
that? How did
touchback.
he come in free? 6 versus 4.
First and 10 now from the 30. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Nakobe Dean in on the tackle.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Forced out to his right. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Into the hands of Okonkwo. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. They gain 14 on the play. And that'll be a Tennessee first down. Levis back to throw. Short pass brought in. And he goes out a little short of the 40.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Left side,
I got
caught by
Ridley.
Ridley. And they get this down to the 28. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Titans will have a first down. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Pass caught by Ridley. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. From the red zone now. He's on the move. And he makes the catch.
Yeah.
Did he get both feet in? No.
As soon as I run down, man,
so
everybody's
close to 6.
open.
Incomplete. So the incompletion on first. Here's second and goal. Throwing it again here.
Wide open.
And that's a Tennessee touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
He's throwing for it.
Come on. Thank you.
And the conversion is no good as that pass falls incomplete.
You know, no sense in piling on. Pretty clear for everybody to see. He knows he should have had that one. Just didn't watch it in the whole way. And it leaves 2 points on the table.
To return, here's Paris Campbell. And look at this return. And not a bad place for them to start, up past the 30-yard line. They've got first down from the 31. Shotgun snap for Hurts.
That damn blitz is so damn annoying, bro.
Surprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. A throw right side, caught by Goddard. And what a hit there. Ouch, he pays the price for moving the chains that time. From the 44-yard line now, first and 10. He's got it on the bootleg. Has a man, it's Brown. And he gets absolutely
hit sticks me
popped to end that one.
from behind like that.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Hurts throwing again. Chased out to his right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that
getting
one.
bumped
It
like
brings up
that.
third down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time, secondary, well, they got real sticky. Stay tight and force the throw away.
On third down, it's Hurts. Looking, and he's dropped. They got there for the sack, and that brings us to the end
Right
of this
into
third
my
quarter.
own
we're
lineman.
through
My
three
own
here.
lineman is just in the way.
It's Eagles football trying to carry this lead across the finish line. Facing a 4th and 12, but this offense is undeterred. He'll throw it.
That damn blitz, bro. No matter how many people I block, this blitz just keep getting in there, bro.
Challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
No matter how many people I block, it's just I slide left, slide right. It don't matter, man. They still getting in there.
An interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
That throw finds Okonkwo.
It's not defense, man. Come
and he's short of the first after a mild gain.
He's just one of those guys.
Some people might think that's defense. I don't think that's defense. It's just a glitch in the game.
And his ability to just
like if you blocking 6.
They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just
if you blocking 6 and he's rushing 4, that shit it shouldn't get in, man.
Just enough time to get open.
In my opinion, that's just my opinion.
Your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Complete beyond the marker. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. And that one goes for a gain of 11.
I got nothing for that. I got nothing to block that blitz up, man.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Levis here on first down. Okonkwo brings it in. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. That's the 2-minute warning here in Nashville. Titans needing 4 points. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. A first carry here for Tony Pollard. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Rage, what up, Rage? How you feeling? Hey, Walt, what's going on, Walt? How you feeling? Mo Reels, what's going on? Then I missed a lot of my bad, y'all. I missed a lot of my the chat wasn't moving. So I'm
to throw.
I had
completed to Pollard.
I had Slay in a hard flat.
Before the stop is made.
I had Slay in a hard flat, man. I missed a lot of people. My chat wasn't moving. My bad. B Gamer, what's going on with you?
Gets him a first
Walt,
down.
what's going on? Rage, what's going on? Jamar, what's going on?
Because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert.
It's just these guys, man. They
money down. And nice to see them roll the dice.
They just want to use glitches all day, man.
Wearing
it's
up
just
the
so
clock
annoying.
here, Brock, but at least all their timeouts are still available. It's 1st and 10.
Then they called me.
And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. All right, so they like the results on the field, and they're going to decline this penalty. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. 3rd and just 2 to go. Now to throw.
Can I get the sack? Yeah, please.
Just
let me just get the sack, please.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Desperation time here on 4th.
You in the hook.
That's a touchdown. The catch is made, and they lead just before the end of this game.
All my hook curls went out of the middle of the cut. My whole defense. I put Davis in the spy, but my entire defense. You see all them hooks and stuff. Everybody went to the.
I think yes, on both
they just
of them.
split.
That play happens so fast that it really is instant.
Everybody just split, man.
And he shakes off the pressure to nail the point after, and now an opposing field goal would only tie this game.
If this guy didn't have this loop blitz, man, he would have been blown out. I just ain't got nothing for it, man. Every year is always a blitz, man.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away.
Like, I don't know what EA can do with it. It's just how these dudes just pathetic.
Turning it from the 4.
What can EA do, honestly?
Position to begin with here, Brock.
You can't even blame EA. They just gonna find something.
Trailing by 1 score late here, Kate. Maybe this is the return. Maybe this is what helps them get right back into it. Good field position now to start their most important series yet of this game.
Like, I don't know which way to send people to.
Here he is to throw. Completes this one to Jahan Johnson. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Back to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
He'll look to throw it. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Here he is to throw. That's caught for the first.
There you go. Let's go.
He's in, and that's a touchdown. And with almost no time left, he just likely won them this game. Absolutely clutch score there.
I saw that he was running man coverage, so I looked for a wheel route play.
Execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
That one right down the middle. And the Eagles take a 4-point lead.
Why say he about to go buy a jersey, a throwback Ravens jersey.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
I thought they was gonna let AJ Brown get tripped up. Y'all know how they slow you down.
Touchback. This drive starting from the 30.
I'm gonna come out and pre-ramp.
They're out and set. 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. Has it downfield, working the left. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
Well, we have seen the value of a big physical tight end. Just like that. Those post routes downfield, so hard to defend. The great tight ends, the physical tight ends, it's almost as if they're posting up on the low block in basketball, and you can't get around.
I don't know what he was doing. Just stand.
Timeout is called, and they're going to have to set up for one final heave towards that end zone.
Some good news, bad news on this call. Good news is he gets some positive yards. You stay ahead of the chains. Bad news, Kate, I really don't like that call, is that's another body blow, another hit on your quarterback.
One final shot here. Finds a seam down the middle. And
I just wanted them to get rid of the ball quick.
But that is a big gain and a new set of
and then have people down there just come down and make the tackle. GG's.
So the Eagles will fly out of here with a road win. And there was no easing up. It took some
like my passing, I was horrible passing the ball.
Carried that small
he was passing the ball pretty good. Like he was
with a victory.
Taking like 3 yards here, 5-yard passes, like little flat passes, little dink and dunk passes. Like I don't mind that he got the Titans and Will Levis. You know what I mean? But like I couldn't pass the ball, man, because like He was loop blitzing me, man, every single time. And even when I did have somebody open, like EA would put me in that throw out of sack animation. So it's like, you damn if you do, you damn if you don't, you know what I mean? Yeah, man. I don't know why he went to man coverage. I guess because the previous play I got him, then his whole middle was wide open, so he got nervous and he went to man coverage. But I got plays for man coverage, like, you know. I got plays for man coverage. I'm just wondering, like, is EA going
It's been the home of the
let
Chiefs
AJ
since
Brown get caught from behind?
1972.
Oh man.
GEHA Field
Mahomes.
at Arrowhead Stadium
Here you go,
in
Mahomes.
Kansas City.
Patty Mahomes.
So pleased to have you along. This should
You gonna
be
go
a
get a
good
jersey?
one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. Harris Campbell now on the return. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive.
Good tackle, good
And he'll bring
tackle.
this to about the 34-yard line with Justin Reed up from the safety spot to make the stop. He'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Come on, EA. 0-0, please.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's caught.
EA, can I catch it? That's Saquon, man. Can I just catch it
brought
smoothly?
down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Oh, he's got this one complete to Goddard. And he's going to be out of bounds with a gain of 7. And that'll be enough for a 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Open man, downfield, he's got his tight end, Goddard. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Barkley. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Hurts. That's to the right side.
How do you make that tackle?
And the Eagles are going to be
That man missed the tackle, man. And EA warped him into the tackle.
3-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup, and that's good for a 1st down.
Mario, what's going on with you, man?
Chance to make an early statement.
Good work, man,
here
with the Titans,
on the
man.
road.
Good work with the
It
Titans.
is 1st and goal.
Gotta give you credit, but you was loop blitzing me to death, man. Y'all gotta chill with that loop blitz.
Here's Barkley.
You sitting there was going to loop blitz every damn play.
Take him back to the 5-yard line.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
One more time, they try
Man,
Barkley.
come on, Smitty.
Looking for a seam, but will not find one. He'll take this down to the 4-yard line. Third and goal for Hurts.
EA.
He gets to the outside.
EA wrong, man, but I don't care. I don't feel bad,
Jalen
man.
Hurts.
Trust me, I
Touchdown,
don't feel bad. I
Philadelphia.
promise you.
A
All that time, all that
terrific way
stuff,
to
man,
start
be
this
done.
one. Not only a
Done to
touchdown,
me.
but a nice long march down the field makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
So far, I'm enjoying running 4-3-6-1.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. He'll run with the former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco. And he'll get nothing.
Ja, what up, Ja? The boy Ja. What's going on with you?
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Once again, it's Pacheco. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. The lane closed quickly. And here comes 3rd down. Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. And that is
look at Mahomes, bro.
So
look at him in all his glory.
3rd down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points, but after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. He's got his man. He finds Worthy. And he's going to have the Chiefs' first down. They'll have it by a lot.
Mahomes don't even have to have his feet set
on 4th down.
Well, you can see the entire sideline and, frankly, the entire fan base kind of holding their breath. That decision on your own side of midfield to go for it on 4th down, had they not gotten it, that's a tough position to put your defense in, but that's a conversation for another day. The offense is going to stay on the field after the conversion, and now they got to see, can they take advantage of that aggressive play call and finish this drive with points? Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
2 minutes remain. First half in a 7-0 game. We'll return to Arrowhead after this. They'll go up here on 2nd down and 5. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down. On 1st down, it's Mahomes.
Look, no animation. No pick animation.
Complete it.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
Mahomes now to throw again.
No pick animation again. Oh, my goodness, bro. I'm knowing he's going to throw it to this guy in 2 straight times. I don't even get the pick.
And goal.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Oh, he feels the pressure, and he'll go down back at the 6.
Straight clam.
And the offense will take one here. Timeout with 6 left on the 2nd quarter clock.
feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
Here now, second down and goal. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And he'll take it on in. Rashee Rice. Touchdown, KC.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. Well, let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
So, a new ball game. We are all tied. Final moments of this first half as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Campbell. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Could not ask for more from that.
You know what this remind me of, man? 2K, the older 2Ks. Remember how back in the day,
and no chance
like everybody was shooting, like they was fading on every shot, because when you set your feet, you miss. But if you faded off balance shots, fade away from the 3-point line, fade away from half court, you'll make it. That's what it remind me of, man. Like in 2K, man, I forget what 2K that was. It was a couple of them back to back. Like nobody was setting their feet when they was shooting. Everybody was you just fade. You would turbo to the corner and just fade back with anybody.
1st and 10. They go play action with Mahomes.
Like, where was he throwing it?
There is incomplete.
That's what it remind me of, man. On this game, you don't got to set your feet or nothing.
Let's get our guy easy completions. Well, that falls certainly into that category, Mike, but when you fail to connect on those, it just ends up being a wasted down.
That's taken in by Kareem Hunt. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Mahomes. That's caught by Hunt. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. On play action, it's Mahomes. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Play action here. Mahomes. That is caught. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but
good blocking, and he's in. Patrick Mahomes. Touchdown, Kansas City. That is 2nd touchdown
have to score
of
right
the
here.
afternoon.
EA letting him do anything he wants. Like, he just scrambling, throwing backwards, like,
and we're back to it as
can't
the
do nothing about
away.
that though. That's just the game. That's just how the game
On the
is.
return, here comes Campbell. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
That's why like abilities and stuff like that shouldn't be in rags, because you got players, MUT players in rags, and they get to just do what they
They'll
doing.
start on the ground with Barkley.
You know, like they don't have no business playing like that in rags. It's supposed to be a simulation mode.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. Oh, he's got a man, his tight end, Goddard. That one good for 29.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
Hurts looking to throw on first down.
Look where they throw it at.
Downfield for Smith.
Devontae Smith sitting wide open. And they make the ball go to the DB.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. On play action, here's Hurts. He's going to look downfield once again. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. Third down coming up.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much.
I can't make a complete pass, but you got Mahomes
here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball.
Running around like a crazy man.
Anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
On third down, it's Hurts. Looking for Campbell. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 25. First time they've looked his way all game long, but he comes through with the grab and a first down. Running from the pistol with Barkley.
I try to run around him, but they made me bump into him.
Here. That's the way they'll switch ends as this third quarter has come to an end. Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11. Hurts working in the pistol. To the goal line and in. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Eagles. So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good. However, there is a penalty flag down. The defense might have gotten a head start.
When they audible like that and you hike it real fast while those players bunched up, sometimes they'll come in and block the extra point. That's why he's doing that. He's flipping his special teams. So when he's trying to time it. So when I hike it, because he'll get like an instant shot.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. And he'll be brought down at the 32 after a short pickup. Second down and 8. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And he'll be taken down right at the 35-yard line. Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is third down. And that is incomplete.
I can't pick Mahomes off, man. For some reason, my players ain't going to get the ball.
Plays. It takes a lot of things to line up, timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw, to result in those big plays, but I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
And he's going to have the Chiefs first down. That'll be a gain of 15 on fourth down. Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. 2 minutes to play in regulation. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Here's Pacheco. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Now they face 3rd down and 7. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
To nickel. I'm not in nickel.
Here we go. This is 4th down. Here's Mahomes.
Thank you.
That ball
get down.
Picked off.
I could have ran the pick. I could have tried to run it back, but I just don't want EA to be messing me up, make me fumble or something.
Hurts will work here from the pistol. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. A pistol snap back to Hurts.
Yeah, he wasn't even playing him.
Right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete.
He wasn't even playing him.
Cook there defensively to knock that one away.
He got lucky in the match against the wrong player. Like he wasn't playing him.
Own destiny, but this brings up a really big 3rd down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have 4th down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive.
Good
and
catch,
see if they can pull out the win here late.
It's a pickup of 13 yards. 1st down, Philadelphia.
That was a risky throw right there, but
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball.
I don't want to be rushed.
Downs, that is a recipe for success.
Here's 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That'll be caught left side. It's Goddard. A pickup of 14 on that one. Good for an Eagles 1st down.
A clutch throw here to keep their chances alive. Tie ball game as they approach midfield now. They've got to keep an eye on the clock. They've got to find a way to get this ball into field goal range, stop the clock, and see if your kicker could be a hero.
Get down.
Not much there. Maybe a yard. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts. And the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go. They'll come up for 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Hurts.
Barkley, oh my goodness, Barkley, come on.
He goes down.
I stayed there. I could have ran, but I sat there because I'm thinking Barkley's right there. He's going to block the guy. And he ain't even blocked.
On the clock.
Come on, Barkley.
crowd cranking it up another notch before 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down. The Chiefs will use their 3rd and final timeout here, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the game.
I think he manned up, got it.
So
That's where I wanted
Jake
to go to.
Elliott, an important kick coming up.
I wanted to go to
this
got it.
a potential game winner.
And that's just got to be a great feeling.
I wanted to score a
sideline.
touchdown because Mahomes, it's Mahomes, you know what I mean? Then he still got Worthy and all these other players, man. So I wanted to score a touchdown.
It was never in doubt, and it's going to lead this team to a
good
victory.
defense by him.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's 1st down.
Attack, attack! Follow me, sir. Follow me, sir.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
Well, it's safe to say this offense now is entering desperation mode. They have such a long way to go with such little time to do it. You're thinking chunk plays, get out of bounds. You have to stop the clock and continue to pick up as much yardage as you can to, at the very least, be in position to take one Hail Mary shot to the end zone.
So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. They took this one down to the wire. The late field goal does the trick.
This dude, man.
They walk away with the victory.
Nigga got the best quarterback in the game with hot route master and everything. And this nigga running I formation, throwing like damn near every pass off his back foot. That's what I'm saying, man. Like why am I struggling with this guy? That's the problem with this game, man. Like, and I think it's done by design, man. Just what you saw, like somebody that's not a good player. And I ain't the best player. I'm an average player. But he's bad and he's in the game like he's good. The game just caters to people that play like him. Like, it's so forgiving. Like, you know what I mean? They want to pretend and want to market the product as like a simulation title, but it's not simulation, man. And they're not even trying to be simulation. It's just they can say that when they the only one that can make an NFL game. So you don't have nothing to compare it to. You know what I mean? You don't have nothing to compare it to. So they could say, oh, it's simulation, what you see on Sundays, that's what you're going. The only thing in this game that you see on Sundays is the roster. That's it. The players' names, the teams. That's it. But other than that, man, like the game is just not. It's not simulation at all. And and they not even attempting to make it that way though. You know when the game is like you wouldn't be able to. That's one of the main things. That's basic. Setting your feet when you throw. It was like that, man. You could throw on a run. But the way they're running back behind the line of scrimmage backwards and then just throw it crossbody, you couldn't do that. Like the ball would be so inaccurate, or you would throw a pick. But EA got the game just so like watered down, so these players can play the game. EA, like y'all not a simulation game, man. I wish another company can make a game to like expose y'all. It's like when you buy like some cheese curls, and on the front of the bag they talking about real cheese. Like you know darn well, talking about real is made with real cheese. Like EA can do that. EA can just say what they want. Oh, this is a simulation game and all this type of stuff. Man, this game ain't no simulation game. It's laughable, to be honest. Like, I love it, though. I love playing it. I love football games. I've been playing it my whole life. Like, they damn near. I've been playing this game for over 30 years. I've been playing Madden for over 30 years. But the basic stuff that they allowed them to do in this game, they really didn't. I don't even remember back then being able to throw on a run like that. Like, you couldn't do that though. You couldn't do that.
From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air.
Yes, sir, B. Appreciate it. Certain stuff, it was just basic in Madden. You just couldn't do it.
We are just about ready. Cameron
like,
Dicker
if I can,
has the honors, and we are underway here at SoFi.
And that's basically the one of the number one things that I wish that they can take out the game is the throw on the run. I despise throwing on the run, man, in this game. If it makes sense, man, but if you got a quarterback under extreme pressure, that should take into account, man. Like, where's the pressure throws at? They don't even got pressure throws in this game no more.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about
like, in the pressure throws, like, I didn't like when EA gave you a pressure throw when nobody was around. But I like pressure throws, though. If you get pressure, man, and you making him get off the spot and run, that's a good thing.
Throwing is Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert.
That's a part of football, man.
Right at midfield.
Mahomes, you see how much pressure Mahomes was in the Super Bowl?
But when you hit him on the move like that,
not to bring up the Super Bowl Chiefs fans, but it's just it's an example, man.
There was a big window.
The pressure that Mahomes was under, he couldn't throw no crossbody throws and like do that. It was pressure.
A first down carry for Barkley.
It don't matter if it's Mahomes. It's pressure. He was under pressure. Extreme pressure.
But not much on that run, Charles.
He tried to throw a crossbody throw and Cooper DeJean picked it off like it's supposed to be.
Correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for.
Now Brown only lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to get
That's 3 straight games where I fumbled on or had a turnover on my first drive.
And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And
this dude with his pistol strong.
Go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll go again with Dobbins. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Herbert now. And they're well past midfield, just a yard.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like, they was on him. Like, Mahomes can throw. He's a good thrower of football, but his accuracy is not great and his velocity is not great when he's throwing on a run. That's why the pressure was getting to him. That's why. Don't you think he would be throwing on the run if he knew he was that good at throwing on the run? He would have did it in the Super Bowl.
Complimentary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover. Gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them.
Man, this boy about to run. He up a possession. He get the ball back at the half.
They want to continue their drive.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he's got it down to the 20.
I had that man in the backfield.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They follow up the game.
Like, I think Mahomes should be good, man, but I don't think
more.
I don't think EA need to
EA
let any quarterback just throw on a run like that every time. It's bad for the game.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. In motion goes the tight end. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he's going to be brought down. He needed to get to the 20, but he's a yard or two short. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll run with Dobbins. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd.
Yeah, even Tom Brady,
man.
Not
a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for.
Even Tom Brady, like pressure makes
just a yard or two.
Pressure makes great quarterbacks get scared in the pocket.
The 7 now on 2nd and goal.
They get scared in the pocket. You seen Aaron Rodgers get pressure on him.
Now Herbert off the bootleg.
Look, I switched it, about to pick it, and Bones swatted it. That's another thing. EA took, remember you used to be able to go to the options and play the ball in the air? EA took that off too. They don't want people to.
Could be preventing a possible touchdown.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Slot man moves right. Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. Lad McConkey, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in the second quarter.
I want the quarterbacks to be great. That's great in real life. And I understand it's a game too. I want it to just be a game. I don't want it to be like 100% realism. But it's ridiculous though, EA. Like it's ridiculous the stuff people doing on this game that y'all got them doing. We want to have fun and we want to play a video game, but come on, man. Like 2K at least had to understand and to make changes to their game, because you used to be able to do fadeaways on 2K, fadeaway 3-pointers with Ray Allen and stuff. But 2K had to change that, man.
Up past the 30.
2K had to even change that. Now you got to set your feet. Now if it's a hand in your face, it's smothered. The smothered percentage, like all that, like is in there. 2K not the best game, but I think they're attempting to make it simulation. There is, you can see the attempt there, like, you know what I mean? Like you can't put Russell Westbrook on Jokic, and Jokic trying to back down, and he's struggling like to back Westbrook down.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
You know?
And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. 49 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. Terrific run from one of the
you won't see that, but on here, they blitz DBs. They'll blitz a DB, and the offensive lineman should get an automatic pancake on the safety or corner blitz. But the DB be pushing the lineman back. Like it's a struggle. Like they have equal strength or something. It's like hilarious, man.
Here's Hurts to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone.
Hurts.
Now it'll be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
Hurts
and the
on
Chargers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Hurts on that ball, floated in there. They tried to take
the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return.
But like, also like,
big offensive linemen out there.
I probably was too deep in the red zone to probably attempt that pass.
Not a skill most of them possess. That allows for extra yardage on the return.
The Charger drive about to get going. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert.
No way.
That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And all the way to the opposite.
Yeah, with these plays, bro. I've never seen that play before. What the hell?
42 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Here you go with these damn plays,
incompletion,
bro.
Yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Flushed out right.
No!
Tries to force it in.
EA, I can't.
Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Eagles will
I don't have no right to play the.
As they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Y'all just want us to play defense at all, bro.
Interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets
That's
canceled?
a bad
Return
pass,
yardage.
man.
Makes the
That's
play,
just a bad
but now
pass.
it's all for naught.
Wow.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Looking
Now he's running all these different
That's Davis.
plays like this
and
now.
He's out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Look.
Play action. It's Herbert.
He can't do nothing, bro.
In the end zone.
Go ahead, you got it, bro. I ain't even gonna try to stop them plays. I never seen them play. He probably got a whole playbook for them. I ain't gonna come back anyway, damn 14. Now EA got plays that automatically get players open. These motion plays, man. It's just EA is just a horrible company, man. Like they have no clue. Only reason why people buy this game is because it's the only one. And that's the point. That was the point of EA, like buying the independent license, you know, exclusive license for the game. It takes out the competition, and then you can put out a
coverage of the NFL brings us to Southern California.
You can put out a product that's
and
not good.
Gorgeous SoFi Stadium.
You can put out a
in the
product
Los
that's not
Angeles
good,
suburb
and
of Inglewood.
it don't matter. Man, I'd be backing out these games,
Cameron
bro.
Dicker has the ball teed up.
I'd be backing out these games, man. Like one guy was throwing a double pass every game. I back right out. I don't care. The record going to set anyway.
He's going to bring it out.
I don't care about no record.
Will begin at the 30-yard line.
I wish EA get back to like.
They'll come up here.
You know, it's to say wish.
10.
But they ain't doing it. They ain't gonna do it.
To the air right away is Hurts. Right away, they're coming after him, and they get him. A sack on the opening snap of the game.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Not the sharpest
Rikers return. I think they don't want people to feel bad because they got a bad record. Like it's like that's how EA is. Man, he's doing it.
Throwing is Hurts. A dive and a catch.
All right, let me come out and pistol.
Incredible. They needed
That's why I be
15,
running
and that's
pistols sometimes,
exactly
man.
what
When they doing
got.
these blitzes
It
and
is a first
they
down.
glitching out your line. Because the running back is like directly behind, it can pick it up better.
Here's Hurts. Off he goes.
The best quarterbacks don't see the rush, they feel the rush, and that's exactly what this guy was able to do here. He's able to escape the initial pressure and immediately realizes, I got some space out in front of me. Picks up a solid gain here on first down.
A second down throw for Hurts. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Third and short, and Hurts will
EA, that's a bad pass.
And intercepted. Picked off by their rookie corner. And he's gonna give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
That ain't right. He has him beat on the post route, bro.
Well, that's certainly not
and EA just
what we
throws
were
it behind him.
see, especially from a quarterback of this caliber. Opening drive turnover.
Boom.
And let's hope for
This
their
is
sake, Mike, this is
look
not
at
a
all this
sign
room
of
up
things
the
to come
field, man. And
the rest of
EA
the day.
throws it behind me, and I gotta come back and turn back to try to get the ball.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Man, that's how y'all gonna do me, EA, huh?
Herbert gonna throw on this first play. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete.
Nah, I ain't gonna get college. I'm not
Nice
a fan of the
example there,
college
Mike, of the
football.
quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
That's complete. It's Lad McConkey. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. 3rd and a yard. From the gun, it's Herbert. He's got the open man. That's McConkey. 17 yards, the gain there. First down, LA. Herbert to the air again. That's to the tight end, Hurst. And the Chargers are going to.
If that was me, they would have knocked me past the first down.
Drive with 6 points. So, not much to speak of in terms of scoring in that first quarter of play.
I'm just not a college.
Score.
I'm not gonna waste my money. I ain't gonna waste my money. Like, I got it just to, play it. It was a new game, but I ain't gonna play it. I'm gonna be playing Madden all year.
Ball sitting at the 7. 1st and goal. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing. Try it again here from the 7-yard line. 2nd down and goal. Now Herbert again. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10. Herbert now on 3rd and goal.
Look, see?
To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
He get to live another day.
It's hard to play that ball any better than the way that defender did right there. I
mean,
just
stay
get 3
points out of
the entire play and make sure that not only are you in prime
like,
position,
that's why I rarely throw like into coverage like that.
Attack
unless I throw a bad read, but I don't just force it because if I do it, it's going to be picked. That's in my mind. That's what I think in my mind, and it should be. So I'm like, no, that's going to be picked. But these dudes can just do this, man, all game, man, and my player just going to swat it.
Settling for too many field goals.
Now an opening.
He's just going to
past
swat
the
it,
30.
man.
And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Barkley. And a pickup of 3 or maybe 4. Khalil Mack, multiple-time All-Pro there on the tackle. Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Looking for Campbell. He's got it. A pickup of 12 yards. 1st down, Philadelphia.
So after that turnover on the opening drive, the last thing you'd want to do here, Mike, is go back on the field and just go 3 and out. So they pick up a 1st down. They're able to extend this possession. It's going to go a long way towards just settling everybody in that offensive huddle down and letting the rest of this game unfold.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Taking off, and the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all he can get out of that one.
Give him credit for keeping this play alive as long as he could. This easily could have gone down for a loss, but he's kind of able to find his way forward and at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
To throw on 2nd down is Hurts.
Don't go out of bounds. Why would you have that animation in the game, EA?
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
On 3rd down, here's Hurts. And that is incomplete. He was trying to find Saquon Barkley coming out of the backfield. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
Now Hurts on 4th down.
Good defense.
This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs.
You just hesitate, man, because you don't know when you're going to get an accurate pass.
This is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down, but this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
Can we get some pressure,
to
please?
the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Herbert. And he's into the end zone. Justin Herbert, touchdown, L.A. Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point.
I got to score on 51 seconds. I got to get something. 3 points something.
And the Chargers are out to a 10-0
He shut me down on defense. We can get some accurate passes from Hurts, and we can try to get something.
We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. On the return, here comes Campbell. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. A pistol snap back to Hurts. Open man downfield is Brown. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
He's got the 20. Oh, he doesn't.
Another
put it
fumble.
away, and the ball's out. The Chargers have it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch
I
so
fumbled in my
often,
first
and
drive of the
sometimes
game.
people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
So in regards to being used in the passing game, there's really two types of backs in this league. There's the check down back. He's able to just take the short gains and try to pick up more yards after catch. And then there's the back that can be used as a weapon. Man, you got a guy like
In trouble, and down he goes. The Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And the stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the first half clock. Shotgun now for Herbert. This throw taken in by Hurst. 3rd and 5.
And he get the ball back, man, because
Here's
they made me
Cameron
fumble
Dicker
in my
now
first,
on for the field goal.
like my second play of
This
the game.
a 57-yard attempt. And this is no good. Could not get it on target. And their lead will stay right where it is. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Oh, and he's going to go down. He could not get rid of it. And that's going to bring an end to this first half. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half.
Yeah, I came back before. But it's just harder on this game, man. It's just harder to come back because you can't put together you can't put together back-to-back stops and stuff like that unless you get fumbles or like he throw a bad pass and stuff. But like the game is, you just can't. You don't have confidence. Well, you can't have confidence in like the defense like that.
On first down, Herbert.
And this damn
pass brought in by Chark. They'll gain 17 on that one.
Play right here, bro.
First down.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half?
That shouldn't be a read.
It took exactly
to be
one
honest,
play
that play right there
to get our
shouldn't
answer.
be a read.
Herbert now on first down. That caught by Davis. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. He's going
I was guarding 2 people.
For Chark. That is going to be pulled in. He's got it. DJ Chark. Touchdown Chargers. Point after now from Dicker.
See, like, I don't have a problem with bunch, man, but like that play where you throw it in the vertical, because yeah, outside third never going to play that.
After the touchdown, here's
so you got to put a hard flat out there, but you don't want to put a hard flat out there because it's too many plays and bunch that you can get bound out.
Here from his own end zone.
Oh, it's
and
tough,
he will
man.
only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return.
Hollywood, what's going on? Red Man, what's up? How you been, Red Man?
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. He's got room past the 35. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
So you take a look at an offensive coordinator's play sheet, Mike, and there's a column on all of those pages that
no, I don't have
about the players,
I don't think I have it on conservative.
Things aren't going well, you say, all right,
but that's just like 2 fumbles in the first half. It's
this
like
guy is one of them. I mean, whether they throw it to him, hand it to him, whatever they do, the more he touches the ball, the more good.
Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down.
Well, that's certainly one way to bounce back here defensively after giving up a huge explosive play.
I rarely get those type of.
To bounce back and come away with a sack. Now you find yourself in 2nd and long. You can catch your breath. And
those type of things where like you just get fumbles thrown.
A 2nd down throw for Hurts. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go. 3rd and long.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it, man.
Now Hurts. He'll let this go for Goddard. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum, figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle, and they just cannot get anything going through the air.
He'll throw on 4th down with Hurts. Again, working deep downfield.
Yeah, when you find yourself...
I can't get nothing. But when you turn the ball over twice, man, when you get 2 fumbles like that,
and that's exactly what the coach tried to do.
Some inaccurate passes in some spots.
Down, give yourselves a chance to cut into this big lead, but it's the defense that came through again with a huge stop, and that's going to make their chances of coming back that much more difficult.
Opening carry of the game, it's J.K. Dobbins. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
I ain't had Keely run on the game.
Now it's Dobbins. And he'll take this up past the 40. Pick up a 5.
I might as well back out this game.
Now a 3rd and 2. So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this.
He ain't gonna play
This is the NFL on EA Sports.
He in I formation. Yeah, that's GG. Good win by him. I couldn't do nothing with it. When I did move the ball, I got fumbles. Like the 2 drives that I did have good drives, man. I just fumbled the ball. Devontae Smith had a fumble, and then Devontae Smith had a fumble, and AJ Brown had a fumble. All right, this is gonna be the last game right here.
Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field.
He ain't even block.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
All right, come on. At least score a field goal.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's Hurts to throw. To Barkley on the check down. And he's able to get up here to the 26. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is caught.
A.J. Brown be catching some crazy catches.
But not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
That is incomplete.
I didn't highball it or nothing.
I
just threw the ball.
For a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man. And broke the play up.
Now a 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Dallas Goedert, 26 yards. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Let's see what type of offense he's going to come out in.
And that makes the score 7-0.
Got to build with Saquon Barkley.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 right at the 30. They begin with a run by Barkley. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
That was me, though.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. From the gun, it's Hurts.
Thank you.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get possession of the football.
He made the wrong read,
as time will run out on this first quarter of play.
I brung the pressure. He got nervous. He just pressed any button.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's how it should be, though.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles
me.
in possession as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Steps away to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Hurts. Buying time to his left. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Harris Campbell, 28 yards.
You picked the guy in the end zone on 4th down.
Quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0.
This game be making me yell. It's just frustrating, man.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
To make you feel better, White. It happened to everybody. You see me get cheated on screen. Sometimes people, like the last game, like they cheated a little bit, but like I think he just beat me. He just beat me that game.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
He'll buy some time right. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the 1st down.
They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5. 2nd and 5. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's Barkley once again bringing in the catch. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Again, it's Barkley. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Devontae Smith on the receiving end from Jalen Hurts. And the Eagles are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
I had a safety right there, but the safety.
Elliott good on the
yeah, they don't.
And that'll make our score 14-7.
I should have brung them closer to the line. That was my fault. I'm going to start doing that in the red zone. Show blitz.
So
bring
not
them
much
like
time
to the
to
line.
speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
I didn't even know how to do that. I just learned how to do that.
25.
I was watching somebody stream and they did that. I'm like, oh, that's how you do it. I thought they was changing the defensive shell, coverage shell. That's what I thought.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Hike the ball hurts. Hike the ball hurts. All that and like.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. They'll throw now on the final play. His throw incomplete.
I wouldn't have did nothing right there anyway, but it's just funny. This game is just funny, man.
2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL
just funny.
On EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it.
Last game,
on
last
EA
game.
Sports. And
Last
no
2
run
quarters.
back here
Let's
as
see
the
if
third quarter will commence with a touchback.
we can get a stop. A pick. Man, I haven't had a pick in so long.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Zach Bond there on the tackle. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Now back to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. Only able to gain a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Complete. Smith has it. And he's corralled, but not
I'm running this 6-1 defense. I'm like, I really don't know what I'm doing. Like as far as adjustments and how I want to play, like especially trips and everything.
Right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Now they go screen. It's complete.
See, I ain't never played nobody that runs screen like in their offense. Like.
Good call there on 1st down. And Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming
screen like every other play.
Screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest.
Yeah, Demetrius. Goodness gracious, he ain't crazy. Wow.
Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd and 4.
Back to throw again. This short throw caught by Goddard.
And Goddard going to have an Eagles 1st down as he'll take this down to the 22-yard line.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the 2nd half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
What a switch stick, man.
At this point in the game, and the situation you're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Second and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA.
They'll set up a throw. Smith catches left side. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Jalen Hurts on target to Dallas Goedert. And the Eagles are an extra point away.
I just can't get a pick. Like I have, like I can't pick the ball off.
Elliott good with a PAT.
That was a great switch stick right there, man. It just.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Just gonna get it. I can't pick the ball off,
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
And this is into the hands of Campbell downfield.
23 yards, the final tally.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit.
Up the middle with Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Here's Hurts to throw.
He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 43. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Barkley, inside handoff. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
2nd down and 8.
Back to throw. Flush to his right.
Bro, man, come on, bro.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he checks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And in the second half of a tie game, every decision gets magnified. And here, if he forces this ball, it could be intercepted. So that's the prudent play to just airmail it out of bounds.
Well, you don't have to beg the Philly faithful to make noise. On their feet for 3rd down. Hurts sets up to throw it.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Nakobe Dean drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Man, Gronk got the man coverage, man, and EA just...
Getting down to the good stuff.
Got him just locking me down.
With 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this defense will take over right at midfield.
Here's 1st and 10.
Here's a give to Barkley.
As he should, though.
Much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's
Woody,
it.
what's going on, man?
Certainly
How you feeling?
Nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's 2nd down.
Back to throw here. This short throw caught by Goddard.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Oh, boy, this sets up for a huge call now on 4th down because you can try the long field goal, you could go for it, or you could punt and play for overtime. I am so glad, partner, that I don't have to make those kind of decisions.
No.
Let's see what they decide.
And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep.
The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute.
I couldn't know which was on.
The kick by
ice him. I can't ice him, of
and
course.
the sideline celebrates as they
I had to call the timeout early though, but EA, come on, man. Why he not iced, man? Come on, man.
Reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but
should be automatic ice.
Their celebrations are a little too premature.
Left. You're exactly right about that because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Back to throw. And some room to maneuver. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
But this offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down.
A handoff to Barkley. And they'll wind up getting this.
Oh, I thought I had a timeout.
Gain of 9.
I looked down and I looked at his.
What a game we were treated to in this
I looked
one.
at his score because it said Philadelphia. I'm forgetting I'm playing the Eagles, man. I looked down and I thought I had timeouts.
Get it done and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity.
I looked down at Philadelphia. I'm like, okay, I got 3 timeouts. Forgetting that I just used the timeouts to stop the clock. That's why I ran the ball. I'm thinking, all right, I got a timeout. I'm going to get some yards, and I'm going to just kick the field goal. All right, that's enough Madden for me today, man. We lost 3 straight. 2 straight to first straight losses. I got shut out. And then this last one, I'm up 14-0 and lose. Give up 17 straight points. I win my first one, lose my second one, win 2 straight, and lose 3 straight. All right, man, that's it for me, y'all, man. Be safe out there, man. I'm about to get up off here. I'll talk to y'all next time.